guys, it's SagentT. Welcome back to my channel and a brand new Let's Play series. Today we are supporting a friend on a very important journey. This is Sarah Turner, and in the far right corner is Sarah's old life packed into 2 boxes, a suitcase, and a backpack. See, Sarah's dreamed of becoming a veterinarian since she was a child. She's had a deep love for animals for as long as she can remember, and she feels obligated to protect and care for them. Unfortunately, Sarah comes from a very low-income family, and the idea of attending school to actually pursue her dream for a while seemed pretty unattainable. But Sarah's family, despite their financial struggles, rallied behind her anyway. They noticed her dedication and were determined to turn impossible into reality. So, after years of saving every penny and making countless sacrifices, they secured a small plot of land and a house in Brindleton Bay for Sarah to live, study, and eventually build her very own vet clinic. Sarah has spent her entire life in the small cottage core town of Hendford-On-Bagley. She's never even ventured far from home, so starting this new journey in Brindleton alone terrifies her. But after her family's dedication to getting her to this point, she's now more determined than ever to achieve her goals and dreams, but it's not just for herself. With the success of her new career, she hopes to serve the animals of Brindleton Bay and create a new home in life for her entire family. So let's follow Sarah on the rough road to success. Okay, so the first thing Sarah would love to do is explore her new home. She's never lived alone before, so this is new. The previous owner actually left some furniture and different items behind, so Sarah's hoping she'll be able to get some use out of some of them. She doesn't have a lot of money right now, so any resources are great. The ultimate goal is to renovate this entire house to accommodate her and her entire family back home. But that will have to go further down on the to-do list. For now, we have a lot of homework to do before classes begin this week, so we're gonna get washed up and change into something more comfy so that we can start a little study session. You cannot begin any study session without coffee, so we need to make that happen. We don't have a coffee maker, so we need to get one, and we're gonna have to settle for the cheapest option because, again, we don't have very much money, so that'll have to do. Also, we need a small table and maybe a cheap chair for a place to study. There. Now, let's make our coffee and take a minute to orient ourselves. Sarah is currently enrolled at Brightchester University. She's working on getting a biology degree. Unfortunately, due to her lack of skill in the area, she didn't qualify for a distinguished degree. She's pretty disappointed about it, but she'll do anything to get the ball rolling in her career. She just has to work a little harder to get to where she wants. She did take a few online classes while she was still living in Hendford, so she currently has 4 credits and she needs 12 to graduate. She's going to be attending classes on campus this go around, but her family couldn't afford her living on campus. Sarah really doesn't care, she's just happy to be here at all. Okay, our coffee moment is over. Now it's time to get down to business. We're gonna wash our mug, then we'll get our homework and begin studying. We're gonna start with intermediate molecular biology. One of Sarah's courses focuses on gardening, which she's really excited about coming from a farming town. She's definitely tried her hand at gardening, but has never actually learned how to do it formally. So we just acquired the gardening skill, which is actually going to come in handy later because Sarah had the idea of starting a garden of her own in order to save money on food and to just feel closer to home. Speaking of home, her dad is calling. Dean Turner's calling the chat. Want to answer? Of course she does. We're going to talk to our dad as a little study break, and then we'll get back to work. Sarah's gonna take every opportunity she can to talk with her family. They're all super close and she doesn't know the next time she'll be able to see them. So we've spent the entire day studying. We've reached level 2 in both gardening and logic. And although Sarah's really tired now, she needs to apply for a job as soon as possible if she's going to start saving for her goals. Before we moved here, she did some research on job openings in Brindleton, and she saw a barista position that wouldn't conflict with her school schedule too much, so we're going to be applying for that one. Okay, now that we've secured ourselves a job, before heading to bed, Sarah wants to check the mailbox to see if she has any forwarded mail from Hendford. She changed her address on file with the postal service shortly before moving here, so let's see what we've got so far. She doesn't look too excited about whatever she just pulled out of that mailbox. Let's go to the kitchen and open our first official pieces of mail to our new home. It's so weird for Sarah seeing her new address. She feels a little isolated here all by herself. She's starting to feel pretty homesick, and she's only been here a day. Oh no, it's Sarah's acceptance letter from Brightchester. She got her acceptance online, but they also send a paper copy. Sarah is not happy about being reminded she was only eligible to get an undistinguished biology degree. She's a tad bit perfectionistic and can sometimes hold herself to really harsh standards. So we're just going to put this acceptance letter on the fireplace. Sarah would like to actually put it in the fireplace, but we're not going to do that. Instead, we're just going to take a nice little nap on the couch because it's midnight and Sarah's exhausted. After our nap, we're going to do a little bit of scheduling for the weekend. The two main goals are to start a garden and to go fishing so that we can create a homely Sunday dinner. Sarah and her mom cooked almost every Sunday together back home, so Sarah really wants to continue that tradition in her new home. Okay, so let's begin with Saturday. We are going to start a garden, and for our icon, we're going to go with the harvest basket. And for our activity, we are going to go with gardening. And then for Sunday, we are going to go fishing, and we're going to choose the outdoor symbol for that. And we're also going to try and cook a Sunday dinner. And for our activities, we are going to go with baking and, cooking a grand meal. Okay, now our weekend's all planned, and we're set. Sarah is quite the introvert, so next on the agenda is to create a Social Bunny account. The goal here is to get familiar with what's happening in our new neighborhood and get to know who our new neighbors are, as well as keep in touch with our family back home. The only other person in our family that has an account is our brother Theo, so he will be the first person we add from our contact list. Hopefully soon we can go explore the neighborhood and meet a few of our neighbors. Until then, we really have no one else but our brother to add right now, but that's okay. We love him. We're just gonna send him a quick message to let him know we're online, and that'll be it for now. Next, we need to do a quick mobile order for a few items. We can't start a garden without seeds, so we're going to purchase a pack of those. After that, we need to get a journal. Sarah is a huge reader and writer. Being so far away from home has really left her feeling emotional, so we're going to purchase a journal so that she can write down some of her thoughts and feelings. So we've gotten all the items we need for now. It's still super early in the morning, but Sarah can't sleep from all the excitement. So she is actually going to use this time to break in her new journal with a fresh entry. So it doesn't look like Sarah is going to be doing any sleeping at all, so what we're going to do is change into some fresh clothes and just try to mentally prepare for the day ahead. We're also just going to unpack our suitcase a bit to feel a little bit more at home. Now that we're ready for the day, we're just going to make a quick order of some groceries to be delivered to the house for the week. We just moved in, so we don't really have much in the fridge. The delivery order is complete, so now it is time for breakfast. Again, we don't have many options to choose from, so pancakes will have to do. Our classes begin today, so Sarah will need all the brain food she can get. Sarah really enjoys cooking. When you grow up in a small cottage town like Hendford-On-Bagley, you live a much simpler life and learn to appreciate many aspects of everyday living. She loves the smell of fresh ingredients, and she takes pride in eating dishes she's prepared herself. Our grocery delivery has arrived. Let's go grab it and put everything away. This should last us for the week. Looks like there's a lottery happening today as well. Sarah could really use some extra funds, so it wouldn't hurt to purchase a ticket ourselves. Okay, now it's time to head to campus and attend our first day of classes. Campus is a lot bigger than Sarah expected, so we're currently running a little late for our first class. It's very important that we do the best we possibly can in every subject if we want to make the most out of our undistinguished biology degree, so taking amazing notes would be a really great start. It's after class, and Sarah has decided to head over to Pepper's Pub on campus to review all of her notes from today's classes before heading home. Aw, her mom's calling, perfect timing. She's asking Sarah's opinion about getting a job to challenge herself. Sarah thinks she should go for it. She feels that at her mom's age, staying busy will keep her in pretty good health. Let's quickly check our feed on Social Bunny. Looks like Theo posted 3 hours ago. We don't have any new messages, so on that note, Sarah is exhausted. Let's head home. Okay, we're back home after a long day. We've had quite a productive one, but all Sarah wants to do right now is shower and take a nap before doing anything else. Wait, is that a dog in our backyard? Is it a stray? It doesn't matter how tired Sarah is, she will never pass up the opportunity of interacting with a fur friend. This is just the piece of familiar she needs right now. Let's go check it out. Sarah can't stand the thought of an animal not having a home. She's not certain if this is a stray, but if so, she definitely won't be able to leave the dog out here all alone. Okay, so no collar, no information, and it doesn't look like this pup has been bathed in months. I think it's safe to say it's a stray. Sarah has already set in her mind that this fur baby is coming home with her, but first, we just need to get a little more familiar with it. Sarah's an animal enthusiast and usually has zero trouble getting to know new animals. They seem to trust her quite quickly, so let's see if this one will as well. As expected, they seem to be getting along quite well. Sarah's learned a lot about this pup already. It's a girl, an adorable and slightly sassy one at that. She seems very confident and self-assured. She's clearly a bit of an adventurer and seems very determined. She has a very calm demeanor and seems like the perfect fit for the Turner household. In a way, Sarah sees a lot of her own characteristics in this dog. I think she may have just found her very first friend in Brindleton Bay. Sarah is certain she wants to adopt her. She can't think of a better way to begin her new journey in Brindleton than with a furry companion by her side. The only thing left to do now is to give her a name and take her home, and Sarah already has the perfect one. We are gonna call her Hope. Sarah and Hope have both just hit milestones. Hope has a new home, and Sarah has just completed one of her goals of her animal aspiration, becoming an acquaintance of the animals. Sarah seems to be off to a pretty great start on her new journey. This moment calls for a photo. Sarah has had quite an adventure today, so I think we'll end the episode here. What do you think is next for her on her new journey? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel to see more videos like this. Thank you so much for joining us on today's journey, and as always, stay sagey with the gameplay. Bye!